Y'all, it's so fucking hot, but the weather is so nice. Like, I just left Hong Kong that was like raining, like black rain, red rain, thunderstorm all this time. So it's so nice to walk around and it's so like quiet. I'm looking for photoism and London Bagel. I don't know if London Bagel have too much of a queue, but that's what we're doing until the shops open really because it's still like 8. So yeah, nothing's open. I don't want to be that bitch, but I am in fact in Seoul to go shopping. But yeah, we're gonna do what we can before the concert. I did shopping for like 2 hours straight. I am like super tired right now. I'm going to head to Hongdae to do Himeko Lab because I have a friend who wants something there. And then I might go and loop around and go to Born to Stand Out, and then I'll head back, check into the hotel, get stuff, and go to the concert. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So cute. Oh my god, it's really cute. It looks like a cake, like a kurumi cake. I'm so grateful that they give these things to me. Thank you. If you're watching, thank you. Thank you. my god, I'm going home, but I'm so tired. There were like 2 encores. Anyway, debrief when I get home. For sure. Have a lot to say. Hi. It's actually been like 2 days since the concert, and I can explain. So I actually recorded my thoughts on the concert in Seoul when I got back. Like, not when I got back from the hotel, but in the morning before I left. But I was so like sleep deprived that I sounded insane. And I know like I always sound insane, but I sounded more insane than usual. And actually right now I'm still really tired, except I had a coffee, so I'm really hyper, but also like sleep deprived. So I'm gonna sound a bit crazy too, but like, it's okay. Like, I'm gonna be more articulate, and I have thoughts on the concert, okay? So just like strap in, lock in, we're gonna talk about it. Before we do that, my neighbor is really noisy. Sorry if you hear that. Okay, first I'll show you these. They are so cute. Look at this. It's like cakey, and it's like Kuromi-ish, right? It's like the Kuromi ears. He's so cute. Yummy, purple berry. That's right. That's right. You are yummy purple berry. Exactly right. They're so cute. I'm super grateful to the mutuals I met up with in like before the concert, and they gave this to me, and they also gave me some canoli, like some food, like, you know, French canoli, which were very tasty, by the way. Actually, I still have them in my fridge. Very nice. But I really like these things. I know like making these things, actually I don't know. I don't make these things, but like it takes effort to design and make these, and also organize and hand them out. So I'm always really appreciative to see them existing and to be given them. I'm very happy. I'm gonna put them up like on my desk. It's gonna be amazing home decoration. Okay, anyways, I want to talk about concerts. So obviously I've been to a lot of Highlight concerts, and every single time I go to one of their concerts, I feel like this is their best concert. There's no way it can be better. So last year they had the Lights Go On Again concert, and I was like, this is peak, like this is it, right? And every single year they prove me wrong. Now I'm like, the concert I just went to, Ride or Die, that is it. That is like the best concert I've been to from them. Like, they are amazing. And I honestly don't know what it is. Was it the amazing set list? Was it the fact that they are ultra talented and just keep outdoing themselves? Is it just cause like I'm obsessed with like seeing them? I don't know. I wrote notes, right? So I'm actually going to talk about a few things. You'll forgive me if I look down. I also have the set list up here, but there are a few things I want to mention. First, I wanted to mention that I was running on no sleep, no food, just a peachy keen Monster Energy, my favorite, by the way. And like, I was not tired like watching them. So like high on like the energy of like watching them live, like so full of like, I don't know. Y'all need to know before I start that I like every single member of Highlight. Like, I like Dongwon the most. Like, that is my baby girl. But like, all the members, I love them. Yosa, c'est une star. What a diva. Like, on stage, he goes crazy. Every single time, I'm like so impressed by him. Like, crazy. You don't get it till you see it. You know what I mean? Like, till you see it live, like till you hear it live. That I like, une star, diva, love him. I also just really like seeing Dojun and Kikwang on stage a lot, because like Dojun is very I don't know what to say, he's so like high energy, and he's also very funny. Like, he's honestly, like, I think his personality is quite cute, but like he is a bit in denial of it, like, you know what I mean? And so every time like the camera would like focus on him, the crowd would go like, wah, you know, and he would like get awkward or like embarrassed about it, which would be even funnier. Like, amazing. And like, he's very jumpy and stuff like that. Hiko's the same. I feel like Hiko's a bit unpredictable with how he chooses to like do ad-libs and stuff. Like, I never know when he's going to start like shouting something or like go crazy on a note, but I also really like his energy, especially since he tends to be one of the calmer ones, like when it comes to speaking. I don't know, really like seeing them. And obviously my boy, I'm not going to speak on him much because I'm planning to make another video on that, right? But every time I hear him live, he is so good. He is such a good singer, and like, he was going crazy with those notes. I don't think I've ever heard him, okay, let me take that back. I don't think I've ever heard him belt out such strong, really long notes consistently, like not as in he was inconsistent before, but as in like he was doing it all the time. And I was like shook. I was like, is this note not gonna end? He wasn't ending. He was just going on and on. Like, he was so full of energy, especially during, sorry, I'm jumping ahead, but during Follow Me, the encore for Follow Me, like, You know, he was like 1, 2, 3, just follow me, and then he like goes on forever. I was just like, are we for real? He's amazing. He is so good. And I especially want to mention, I don't speak Korean. Like, I don't hear it very well. I can read a minimum, but I feel like I can figure out what's going on based on his tone, because he tends to speak, like, he has a very cute tone when he speaks. Like, he has like that audible like doo-doo-doo-doo. And not only was he yapping a lot, but he seemed to have, like, I can also hear when he's saying something serious, you know, like the tone switches or whatever. But anyways, the point I want to bring up is that I was really happy to see that he was talking so much. You know, in the past like couple years, he wasn't talking as much. Those who know. I was really happy to see that he was just like talking. He was like just being his happy, silly, lovely stuff. And I was really happy to see him. And of course, he was really cute and he blessed my ears. Amazing. Okay, so the concert itself, I actually sat in the back just because I didn't buy fan club. I forgot. So I didn't have that like ticketing experience, like the pre-sale. But I generally don't really care for sitting in the front anyway. I kind of just like to see the overall thing and just really be able to listen. When I think back on why the concert was so good, one of the reasons why is because it's been such a long time since we have heard certain songs been performed fully, like including the rap. So in the past few years, Highlight have kind of done shorter renditions of some of their older songs, which is that they're great. They do what they can, but it was such a delight to hear like the raps make a return, and like they did it so well too. I think Dujun and Kikwang did an amazing job with the raps. Like I literally, like I preferred. Am I biased? I preferred their rap. I'm biased. International fans, if you're watching, like block your ears a moment, like don't come for me in the comments, right? But I think that they should re-record the songs now, because like it's been so long and all of them have improved so much vocally, and they have like these new touches to their songs. I would love to hear like a 2025 version of their older songs, especially since it would mean I wouldn't have to hear a certain voice rapping. Those who know. Moving on, I really liked hearing those full songs, and I actually knew it was coming up because I went to see day 2. And during day 1, I saw in the airport, I saw like fan cams of certain songs because people were really hyped that they, you know, sang like the full songs. It was like such a delight to hear because I have heard them sing the full songs before. I hadn't seen it for a very long time. Now, speaking on the set list, let's talk about those songs. Let me pull up the set list. I'm not gonna talk on every single song. Like, y'all are not gonna hear me like yap that long, please. But I want to point out some notable ones. And the thing I want to mention the most, I think the most is at the beginning, they did Stay, Shadow, and Sad Movie. They did it for me. When I saw like the set list of day 1, I saw like Sad Movie there, and I was like, because like, if you know me, like Sad Movie is like my #1 Beast highlight song. Among all their songs, it is my #1 favorite. It's like up here. And like, I've never heard it live. It's just like, it was a song that I just assumed they're never gonna sing live again. Because, I don't know, I just assumed like, it's over. But like now, I know, I have trust that even the most obscure song, they might sing live again one day if fans want it enough. Because they are just that generous. They would be like, yes, okay, let's go. And like, I appreciate that. Now, if you also don't know, Shadow is also my favorite Beast title track, like as in like Beast era title track. So hearing Shadow and Sad Movie back to back, that was crazy. I'll put a pin into Stay. I'm gonna come back to it later. But in Shadow, so like Dongwon sings the second verse, and he usually do that thing where there's like the arms like behind him, right? But at the end, I remember I think it's the very last Beautiful Show, like Beautiful Show 2016, when he had red hair, okay? And when he performed at, like, I remember this well because I have the concert DVD, I've seen it a lot of times. He like extended his note in a really good way, and I feel like I haven't heard him do that in any other Shadow performances live, like that I attended, in a long time. But let me tell you, he did in fact extend that note, and it sounded so good. He sounds so good. Oh, it was amazing. And also, I have to point out, in Shadow, it was really exciting because if you don't know Shadow, like, sorry, I know most people who watch this don't actually know like the group I like, but it's a song that starts with rap. And so when they performed it in the past, like in the last few years, they actually skipped the rap, I think. But they actually started with the rap. So, you know, like the song would start and people are like, woo, because, you know, they're hyped for the song. And then the rap start and then like people start screaming because they're like not expecting it, or they're just like really hyped to hear it. And like I start screaming too, like an experience. Like you just have to be there. And now on Sad Movie, first of all, I love the whole song. Okay, but I want to point out one specific moment. It's at the very end, like after the bridge, there was a moment where Dongwon and Yeoseo like sing together, and they sound so good. They sound amazing. Like it's like having such strong vocals in the same group goes crazy, especially when they sing together. Like it literally, like my ears, like I don't need therapy. I just need to go to a highlight concert. Okay, that's all I need. I'm not going to therapy. Sorry, this makes it sound like I'm crazy. There's just so many emotions, you know. I'm gonna move on now. So they actually did Stay, Shadow, Sad Movie, We Up, Dance With You, and I wanted to point that out because Stay, We Up, and Dance With You are all from like I believe 2014. They're like from the Good Luck album and the Time album. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because that was around the time I got into the full group. If you know, maybe you don't know, I used to stand Dongwon alone and then I got into the full group later. Because of that, I really like the B-sides. They feel very nostalgic to me. So having all of those songs like within relatively close distance from each other felt really good. However, I will say, We Up, I haven't heard in a long time. And I was like enjoying, I was really hyped. And then, you know, there's like part where Dongwon's line goes like, tonight, you know, and he like does that thing. And I got like, you know that meme of the guy who's like walking down the street and then he gets like psychic damage and he's like, oh, he falls down. I had that because like in that moment, I just remembered like the vivid image of like an outfit that he wore like on a music show back then when they were like cross promoting it with Good Luck. And it was like a dress. He had like purple hair, right? I love that purple hair, by the way. But like he had purple hair and then he had a white like a white dress shirt and camel pants. And like just like when he was performing on stage, like I just got like a flash of that outfit in my mind, and like it caused like psychic damage. It did. Now I have to say, in terms of outfits, the outfits were not really up to my taste this time. There's some concert outfits they've had that are like really up my alley. The one where Dongwon was in like a navy blue kind of military looking outfit with the tail, like the tailcoat, and he had a beret on and he was blonde. When was that? I literally don't remember. And the second one was, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, when he had that red shirt with the see-through sleeves and the harness on. That being said, the fashion in this one were interesting. I liked how they used the clothing to their advantage. So there was a time where like they had like their biker jackets on, and then at the end of the song they took them off and walked down like really dramatic, and then like dropped it, and obviously the crowd went crazy. Apparently that was Dongwon's idea. Groundbreaking, never seen before. Amazing. Like he is just a fountain of ideas, and they're all good ideas. Amazing, great job. So they performed a few songs in the biker jackets, and then they were in like just like their black, like just the black like shirts. And then after that, I literally don't know when, at some point they had jackets again, like different jackets. And I was like, just thinking, I was like, when did they put those on? I literally have no idea. But so I like the kind of like use of the outfits in the design a bit more. My favorite thing, I know this is really particular, there was at some point these kind of like blue jean-ish looking outfits, and they all had really good pants. Like I really liked Doojun's pants. Like sorry, this is so like very specific things. Like he had like these bell-bottom pants that were sliced open, and there was like a white cloth insert, and they looked so good. Like he suited them so well. That was like my favorite fashion moment of the concert. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna move on to the other songs now. So after that, they actually performed a few Japanese songs. You know what? Flying to Korea to see Highlight perform their Japanese songs, I love it. Amazing, right? So among that, there was Hands Up, and there was also Kimi wa Do. I love Kimi wa Do. I love that song, and I clearly everyone else loved that song too. Like people were going crazy. But specifically during Hands Up, you know, there's like that whoa. Sorry, I can't sing. And he also like elevated that. Like the second round, like he got like whoa. Sorry, I just tried to like sing it just then, but I'm tone deaf and it sounds really bad. But those who went to the concert know what I'm talking about. Like, just use your mind's eye and imagine, or go watch the concert. I probably put it in the part before this, but like I really love the way Highlight just like improve on songs constantly live. That's also why I want them to re-record things. But like, you know how people say like, oh, this idol ate the CD or whatever? My idols did not eat the CD because they sound better than the CD actually. Like they just sound crazy good. I really like when they perform songs like Hands Up or Kimi wa Do, etc. because I like when they are being playful on stage, because first of all, I personally think they are a very lovely cutesy group. I think that they're really fun to watch when they're having fun, and they clearly love being on stage. You can tell they really love being on stage. So I really like those kind of stages, especially during the encore. They obviously do that. I mean, I know all groups do that, but Highlight are different because I like them, okay? So after that, they kind of like transitioned into like slowly into some like ballads. So if you know me, ballads are like my favorite genre. I really love me a good Beast Highlight ballad. And so the ballad section of their concerts is always something I look forward to. I know people are out here like, I don't like ballads. Girl, grow some taste. It was good for me because it's the first time I heard them perform Endless Ending. And sorry, I'm saying all the English names because like I'm not gonna butcher the Korean names, sorry. And they actually performed everything from that new album. Like they did everything. And Follow Me was especially a highlight. And then a surprise pick was Though I Call Your Name. Like I literally did not expect that to be like sung, but it was so nice to see like such an old song like make a return. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And that's what I mean. I feel like they always do the extra effort to bring back songs that fans really want to hear. They low-key prioritize that over their own personal tastes. And even if it's been that long, they are happy to bring it back for fans. And I like Meet. And I like that. I like it. I wanted to point out a few specific moments in the ballads. The first was during 12:30, the choreo changed. So they were actually starting the stage lying down, which was an amazing touch. And apparently that was also Dongwon's idea. A slayer, what can I say? I felt like it brought a lot of like drama to the song in a good way. Like I really liked how it built up, and I also liked how they still incorporated the dance because I do like the 12:30 dance a lot. Amazing. And another thing is during On Rainy Days, which is, you know, like their peak ballad, Dongwon usually has a note that I really like that he has just gotten better at doing. It's like the one near the end of the song. And I really like that they gave him like an extra second or two to actually, like normally Yosop sings like right after him. Like he starts doing the note and then Yosop starts singing. There was like a few more seconds here to fully develop the note and then the transition to the other one singing. And I thought that was amazing because I love that note. He sounds so good. Okay, sorry, I'm always talking about Dongwon. Like I'm biased, but trust, they were all amazing. They're all great. They're all amazing singers. Sorry, I'm having some little candy break. This is my favorite candy from Korea. For some reason, I can't find it in Hong Kong. Hong Kong, import this. Later on, they start performing more of their classics, including Shock and If You Know. I say If You Know. Most of the people who watch me here literally don't stand this group. So like, I'm always saying like, if you know, girl, I know you don't know. It's okay. Let me explain to you so you can understand. My boys sing well. There you go. They sing well. Okay. So like a few months ago, like was it a month or two ago? Like Yosop did this like crazy ass note at the end of Shock, like at KCON Japan or something, and it was like amazing. Like I literally cannot listen to the song now because the studio version does not have that note. And that's what I mean, like please re-record the songs. I want to hear that note. And I got to hear it live. Yes, my ears were blessed. He sounded amazing. And I especially love watching Shock during concerts because the energy of the audience is crazy too. Like everyone's like screaming. It's like just one of those songs that get you so hyped. You feel the energy matching, right? By the way, in between all these, they were talking a lot during the men's and they were very, very cute. I really just like seeing them interact with each other. Like I like the whole group together. Like I like how they are. Like they're everything. I don't have to explain, like it's hard to put into words, but yeah. At the end there, so we had like an encore and there was like 3 songs in it, including Follow Me, which was amazing because they had like done this video of them like preparing a fan chant for it. So like the fan chant was ready to go. It's not just so much as the group, it's the audience is really good too. They're so enthusiastic. I was next to this girl on this side of me and she was like she was hype as hell. Like, you know, she was one of those people who would start the chanting around the area. You know, when like people die down, when they say encore, you have that one girl like bringing it back. That was the girl next to me, and that was the same for like the fan, like any fan chants and stuff. She was like, she was on it, right? She was amazing. But yeah, the follow me energy was so good. Especially they made us like scream for such a long time. It was so loud, and like I was still sick. Like I'm not, you know, I have sinusitis. Like I'm not sick in the sense like it's not contagious, but I still have like a sore throat and a slightly runny nose because my sinuses are inflamed. Girl, my throat was battered after that. Like they like really like put me through it. Yeah. They did a second encore and they did another 3 songs and they actually performed Follow Me again. But honestly, they could have performed it like 10 times, like back to back to back. I would have enjoyed it. I loved watching them perform. They looked like they were having so much fun. The audience, we were having so much fun, and they all were putting their all into it. And I think that, like, I just watched their like after party live stream thing, and I think that they also picked it as like one of their favorites. I don't know. I don't you know, I don't speak Korean, so I don't know. But I'm guessing based on like context clues or whatever. And it's well deserved. Like it's such a good like encore song. Like some songs are just made to be like that. Anyway, before I move on to like some final thoughts, I want to talk about the VCR. I just want to mention it because it was like some kind of thing like, is this a dream or a nightmare? And they were like in an office, and I just had to mention this because like the nightmare sequence was literally just them crashing out at the office. And I was like, girl, that's me. Like, I think they're like looking through the papers and like crashing out and stuff. And I'm just like, that's me. That's me at the office. That's me at work. But anyways, after seeing them, like every time I go see them for a concert in Korea and I come back, I always feel like a feeling of, you know, like I'm so lucky kind of thing. Because like, if you think about it, like what other group this far in their career do like comebacks and concerts on a yearly basis? Like they could not do that, and they choose to do that. And not only do they choose to do that, but you can tell they want to do it. Like they have so much fun. And I think they were like talking about having an encore concert. Like girl, I want an encore concert. Do it, girl. I would love it. But yeah, there's that feeling of like it sounds cheesy because I think every fan would say this about their idol, but it's kind of different. I'm like, it's different with Highlight because I like them. No, it's not that. It's like when you have like a bond, like I'm not saying like a parasocial bond, like there's no, like it's not weird like that, but I mean like a kind of like it's an establishment of like mutual respect for each other. And like you have that feeling of like your hearts moving like at the same time, one by one, like your hearts are in the same place. And it feels very reassuring. Like when you finish the concert and you feel a bit like oh, it's over. Like those were such like good days. And to hear the members echo that, and it's just like to think that they are also feeling the same way, it is really like heartwarming. And I you know, honestly, I say these things, I don't follow other boy groups. Like I'm not into boy groups at all. So I don't know if other groups do this too. They probably do. I'm sure all the groups are grateful to their fans. But when you've been so active, like for so long, their career has spanned over such a long, like, right? Like it's been many years. And with all the hardships they faced on the way and the obstacles they've surmounted, I just feel like there's something very special about thinking like, I'm so privileged to be able to still grow up with a group you love and have them still continue and still enjoy what they're doing, because it's something that not everyone can do, right? Not even that they do. Some people just like it sometimes things don't align, and it's not about whether people want to do it or not. It's just like, you know, I feel lucky. I feel all fans feel lucky and very thankful, and I'm sure that they also feel very, like the members themselves feel lucky and grateful that they can continue doing something they love. Sorry, I was repeating myself, so let me start that again. It's that feeling that they always want to improve themselves, they always want to deliver a good performance, and they're always fully enjoying what they're doing. And like knowing that it's been this long, and knowing that every single year, like I spent my whole 20s with them, and I'm gonna turn 30 next week, right? And knowing that I can still look forward to enjoying them in my 30s is like crazy, because like, I don't know, it's not something that everyone gets. So it always makes me feel like very grateful and a bit sappy. But I feel like Highlight and Light are very like, they're like a very sappy group and fandom, like very emotional, you know what I mean? Like the members are kind of crybabies. The fans are also crybabies, but we're crybabies for a good reason, you know what I mean? And I actually think the members didn't cry this time, but I did see footage from day 3. They were shown like a fan-made montage, and I did see my boy looking teary-eyed, but you know, he always looks like he got those shiny eyes, right? But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like there's something very genuine about their performances and what they say. And like I said, like your hearts are in the same place, like you're on the same wavelength. It feels very fulfilling. It feels a bit cringe talking about a group like this, but I really feel like every time I see like content of them after a concert, I'm just like, those are my boys. Like I love those boys. And that's so like, it sounds so cringe to say, like why am I like that? But like I feel like so like where would I be without these boys, you know? Or these men and my baby girl. I think just Highlight and Light have like a very, you know, Beast Beauty, Highlight Light, however you want to say it. I just think there's like a connection there that is very difficult to break down. It's like something that is built to last because it's built on mutual respect and overcoming things together. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. I love my boy. Take a look at him again. He's cute. Cute. I think that's all I had to say. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I can see right now that I've been yapping for like almost 40 minutes, which is kind of like a bit crazy. I know maybe some Korean fans are gonna watch this. I hope that the auto sub works well. I know I speak really fast and like in slang a bit and not very clearly, but I hope that my passion for them come across well. And I'm sorry that I'm in pajamas. I'll see you all. I think their next concert, they're doing like an Asia tour, and they're not coming to Hong Kong. Excuse me. Anyways, they're coming to Macau though, and I am considering, actually, before I went, like before going to Seoul, I was like, I'm not gonna do Macau just cause like I don't like traveling to Macau, but now I'm like, I want to see my boys again, so I might go to Macau. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching if you watched this far, whether you are a fan of Highlight or whether you are just a regular subscriber who's here to listen to me yap about my concert experience. If you don't know them, maybe check them out because I really do think they make good music. They're so talented and they're so sweet. They're so lovely. I think the word lovely really like expresses them well. They are lovely. I'll see you guys in another video, and I hope if anyone's going to watch them in like Asia, then I hope you also enjoy those concerts. You're in for a good one. Open your ears when Sad Movie comes on because that should go hard. Bye.